Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I'm going to show you step by step on how to install the MIOFIVE S1 dash cam into your vehicle. Where I want it is centered to the rear view mirror, but at least about a 1 inch from the black lining that's right here. You see this black lining? I'm going to put it like 1 inch under. So what I'm going to do is get our plastic sleeve that we get. And I'm going to tear off one of the corners here. So I have the exposure very bright so you can actually see the window. So my hands are going to be white. All right, I'm going to try not to touch it, but here I go. All right, so I got the plastic sleeve and I'm going to try to center it. All right, so I'm going to put this as much as I can to the top and set it there. And then once you have it set, you could go ahead and just take any bubbles out as best as you can. All right, so I'm going to do that, and I'll show you a closer look of this, what I'm doing. All right, that's how it looks. You could actually see the outline of the clear plastic. Oh, there goes a better view. And you can see all my bubbles. So hopefully you do a better job than me. But you also see in the center a white dotted line going rectangular. That's where I'm going to set the dash cam. I took off the protective cover from the adhesive. And what I'm going to do is, with the out going up and the flat piece going down, I'm going to center it to the rectangle that's in there. And I'm just going to press up, press it, hold it down, press it against the window shield. Give it a good hold. All right, that's how it looks. Once it's installed, it's pretty much centered to the dotted lines, and that's what I want. All right, now we're ready to install the dash cam onto the mount. All right, I got the protective covering off the lens, and I put one of the brackets on, and this is going to go this way where the screen's going to be towards you, and you can see it where I have it diagonal there. And then this side, you can actually see there's an arrow that points down. All right, so that's how it's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it on the mount itself and go straight down in there. All right, here's another look. And you see how it just slides in there. And this dash cam, you could actually go 360 degrees all the way around with this. You can even do your angles. When you position your dash cam where you want, all you got to do is tighten up the tiny knob on this side here. This is the knob you tighten right there. Just tighten that one up when you're done setting your dash cam. All right, the dash cam's installed, and this is how it looks. But when I'm driving, I actually have a better view of it right here. It's basically like this. And if I need to view anything, simply push up the mirror as I'm reviewing my footage. So to me, this is a good placement. All right, now it's time to install the power cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this down so we can see it better. I'm going to get my cable and simply just push that in there and then push this back up where I want. And now we got to do is just run the wire to the top of the headliner. And you could actually use the brace right here, and I have a cord management, so I could run the wire to there into the headliner. Now between the headliner and the window shield, there's a 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch space in there, where all you simply do is push your hand in there and you can route your wires in there, or just simply push them in. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use the rear view mirror brace to hold the wire. So I'm going to go opposite. So the wire's on the left side of the rear view mirror, so I'm going to go to the right and use the brace to hold the wire going up. And all I have to do from this point is simply push in the wire inside the headliner. I'm going to push the rear view mirror down, and now I can use the cord management to hide both wires. And the wires that came off because I was pulling them, simply just push them back. And I'll give you a closer look of how it actually looks in there. Now let me show how the wire looks. At this point, you cannot see any of the wire. When you go to the side, in front, you see the wire going up and using my cord management to stay in there. Let me show you how it looks under the headliner. And with one hand, the wire is being held. And with the other hand, I'm simply going to go for one side and simply just push it in there like that. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's how easy it is. All right, so I'm ready to continue. Now from this point, I could continue going, but eventually at the end, I'm gonna need the wire to be held by something. And this is what we're gonna use. We're gonna use the end right here. All right, this is the corner I'm talking about. And what you could do is simply push the weather strip out by just simply gripping it and pushing down. It's not that hard to take off. And then what you could do is get your wire and pinch it in and use your fingers to pretty much roll up to the side here. And this is what's gonna hold your wire for you, so you could continue your installation. Okay, so from this point, I could simply just continue moving the wire from the rear view mirror onto the side pillar. And right here, I could simply push this down more on this side. All right, so here I could push this wire down like we're talking about, and then just continue routing the wire up and into the pillar, the headliner on top, just to make sure there's nothing, no wires visible. And really there isn't. And I'll show you a closer look at how that looks. So you can see it's a clean installation, and we just got to work our way down. All right, from this point, we're going to run the wire between the frame and the A-pillar, and we're going to go down the center console, hide the wire in there, and then go to the kick plate that's on the bottom. All right. This is the way that looks when the wire is inside there and it's going all the way down to the kick plate, which is down there. And next we'll run it through the carpet. So let me put the weather strip back. All right, so we're all done. The weather strip is back. Now it's inside. All right, this is what I'm talking about, where I pinched it in by the kick plate. This is the kick plate and the side of the dashboard here. And all I simply did was push the wire in, and you can see how the weather strip just covered that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is now move this carpet back towards me and push the wire behind there. And again, the wire, I'm doing this with one hand and the camera in the other, is just simply push it behind the carpet. That's all you're doing. All right, for the next step, we're ready to install the power adapter. But most vehicles, the power adapter is usually right here in the center console. Where for this vehicle, mine's is all the way inside here. I have nothing on this side. So what I did is I installed a power socket right here on the side, and it's not in the way of the passenger. But if you need more information on how to install a power socket like this, I'll put a link in the description down below. Now the next step is to plug in the power adapter, and then if you have any slack, you could run it behind the carpet or behind the kick plate. Now if you have a USB in your car, just be careful if you plug in your dash cam into it, because if it's connected to your radio or any electronics, it's going to think of your dash cam as a mass storage, meaning it's going to try to connect to it to look at the videos. It's not going to give it power. So if you have a USB that simply is a power socket to charge phones or devices, you could use that. This one I installed, it goes straight to my fuse box, so I'm able to use this. So I'm going to plug that in, and then the rest of the cord I could put behind this kick plate or behind the carpet. So I'm going to get the cord, and I'm simply going to run it right on top. But you can see it right here, my vehicle, you could actually push it in there. And guess what? It comes out easily. Most vehicles you can't do that, but on Nissans you can. All right, I'm going to push it behind there. And what I'm going to do is I could actually use one of these braces, these harnesses, to put the wire in and it'll hold the wire for me going back, where I could simply just push this back in there. All right, I'm going to push the wire back, and any slack, I'm going to push it behind the center console there, and it's also behind the carpet. So the only wire I have is this one. But normally my car is, I install hardwire kits. Now I don't use these power sockets, I install a hardwire kit into my vehicle. And I always use that for dash cams. Now if you need to know how to install a hardwire kit, I'll put links in the description down below. When you have a hardwire kit, you don't have to plug in these devices or plug these into your cigarette lighters or extra power sockets. You could save all those and you could have the wires hidden by using a hardwire kit. All right, it's installed. Let's go ahead and turn the vehicle on. All right, we got everything installed. Now it's time to power up the vehicle.
Hi, MIOFIVE is here for you.
It's on and it already started recording. If this video was helpful for you, please like this video because it really helps the channel. If you're interested in this product, I'll put links in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications, because I also have the dashcam review, the dashcam menu review, where we go through all the settings and icons and how to play back videos. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.